From the pistol, Smith. To the left side, it is caught by Myers. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Play action now. It's Gino. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack. But then they get their hands on the ball. And I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there, probably the best possible outcome.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Man in motion here is Tucker. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And that is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Man in motion here is Tucker. Gino gonna throw for it. He's got a man. That's Myers. And he will go all the way. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Raiders. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. So that will tie the NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. First done by Sid Luckman with the Bears in 1943. And then Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 1954. We've waited a long time. Now they have company. Tyreek now to return it. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Tua. A quick slant caught by Hill. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. A pickup of 44 yards. Tua. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Out of coverage. Excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal. The RPO, that one is complete. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. Now they operate from back at the 9, and it's 3rd down and goal. To the air again, Tagovailoa. He'll look middle here. It's caught by Hill. Field goal not going to help much at this point. They've got to go for it on 4th and goal. They snap it to Tua. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big fourth down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
So if this was an NBA game, Mike, we call that a heat check. He wasn't even open, but you know what? With the success that they've had all game so far, he's just saying, you know what? Everything we do is coming up right. I'm just going to give my guy a shot. And this time the defense had him covered, but expect him to continue to look his way. He's had a monster day.
They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. Going for it all. That's hard. Still going. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 86 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. Tyreek now to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Chewing it on 1st down. Now a screen set up for Achane. Oh, big hole left side. And he will score. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. What a pretty touchdown that was. Nothing looks nicer than a well-set-up screen, and that was executed to perfection.
Mike, the key to any successful screenplay is the timing between the offensive lineman getting out and where the running back is when he catches it. You'll see it here played out perfectly. He gets the escorts out in front of him, gets the key blocks he needs, all the way down for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return is Thornton. Whoa! He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Gino to throw. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Smith. And this is going to wind up incomplete. You cannot ask for better protection. Had all the time to throw, but couldn't connect downfield. And now it's 3rd down. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And 3rd down coming up.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Gino. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
All right, come on.
Tua going to throw. Forced out wide. That is caught at the 3. And he is out of bounds. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now. And a 1st down to boot.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal.
Ready. Hey, come up 2. Solo left side. Ready.
Here's 2. That is caught. And he's in. Julian Hill. Touchdown, Miami. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Patterson now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Dolphins are able to edge a bit closer. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return is Thornton. Strong. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Now Genji. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 7. In motion is Myers. A 2nd down throw for Smith. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Smith from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Jacoby Myers was the intended target. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes. And once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll go. Smith. Oh, falling away. What a throw. He drops it in there. And he'll be taken down. From their own territory. What a play on 4th down. That gains an even 60 yards. From the shotgun, Smith. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Now Carlson to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Raiders will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. On 1st and 10, here's Tua. Sending it deep for Waddle. And this will be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Waddle. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That pickup, good for 29 yards.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. That's to Waddle again. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Tua to throw again. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Now this looks like fighting for the marker. He loses the football. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again. Well, they come up with the turnover on defense. The quarterback choosing to keep it, and the defense choosing to take it away.
Mike, anytime a quarterback turns into a runner, the defense loves it. They want to take a shot at him. They want to take a shot at the ball, and that's exactly what they were able to do here. Force the fumble, get the ball back. Great job there by the defense. This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get him the ball.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Jordan Brooks. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Gino gonna throw for it. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That's gonna be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Now a first down throw for Tua. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Second down and 10.
From the gun, here's Tua. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Darian Porter. He works free, right side. And he's going to bring this one back the distance.